Here we go, our first hardcore character. Let's see how this goes. Now, if I'm being perfectly honest, the only reason I'm making this is because I want to level through this zone. Because I love it. That pretty much sums it up. How far we will get, I don't know. It'll either be until we die, or I get bored. So whichever of those comes first. That music. The memories of this place. Oh, there's people actually here though. Got hardcore in the name. I don't know why he bothers putting hardcore in the name, like HC. It's a hardcore server. Don't need to do that anymore. Right, we've also gone for the self-found option as well. So, do we go skinning and leatherworking? I think we might. This is somewhat different to our usual retailer. There's meant to be a new server of this come November. Apparently. Nothing's been announced, but apparently all people who stream this have delayed making characters until November. Doesn't affect what we're doing. Oh, another one, look. Might have a check in a sec and see how many people are on this server. Right. 1 to 60. Over 50 people. Do 1 to 30. Over 50. 1 to 20. Over 50. No way. 1 to 10. Over 50. Oh. What? Someone cheering? Ah, someone's just reached level 60. I didn't know I did that. Over 50 people from level 1 to 10. And it's 10 o'clock in the morning. Hopefully that won't mess up the respawn rate for us. Ah, damn, I've got 2 bag add-ons going at the same time. I knew there would be something like that would happen. I like these old models. Be good if you could swap between for retail. And even in this version, if you could swap between how these look and the action bars and the new versions, I think you'd probably get more people playing them. Well, you get more people playing retail if they could make it look like this. Because I know a lot of people moan about how the models look. It's one of those things where you just, after time, you just get used to it. And you don't really notice until you go back and play the other version. God knows how many hours I've spent in this zone. Remember when the last Fresh was on? And there was like 4 or 5 of us in Discord. And none of us could get any quests done. Because there was just so many people here. Killing everything that you needed. But the only problem is for UK, I think when a new fresh server starts, it's normally about 11 o'clock for us. So don't tend to normally stay up for it. Because I get up in the morning at 6:40. So I don't want to stay up late. But I'll maybe like see just like how many people are about. It's always fun, even though you can't really get much done. It's just good to see, isn't it? So many people out in the world questing. The first few months of a new server are by far the best. When the economy's not ruined, everyone's grouping up for dungeons. The economy's used to be one of my favourite parts. Because then so much more of the game would make a difference. Say if I kill him and he dropped something good, like a random green, I think, oh nice one, I can sell that for 50 silver. Which may not sound a lot, but when you've got all the way to 40 to go to get a mount, that slowly adds up. Because it used to feel like an impossible task at one point to be able to afford a mount. Whereas now it doesn't, it's not quite the same. Especially with people buying gold. Got ourselves a new set of gloves. I have to keep selling so they don't get full. I'm gonna have to get rid of that, right? Which add-on is that? I've got two, because one of them stopped working. I get rid of Bagnon, I think it's Bagnator or something that I use now. Yeah. Get rid of that one. Both pretty similar. There we go, that's better. Oh, I can learn. Stealth. That's alright, it's already keybound. It's weird looking at that map now. So small. The retail one's bigger, and then you can zoom in with scrolling in and scrolling out. I'll bomb in my own little side effects. I was doing that earlier on my elemental shaman. On the shaman, well, on pretty much any retail character, I think it's probably about 15 minutes a level or something like that. On this, that's definitely not the case. If you go through my playlists, it's probably about on average 10 or 11 videos to get to 70. And each video is like an hour, so you do the maths. I haven't yet filmed a character all the way to max level on classic. I might do eventually. This might get there, who knows. It's just, I feel some of it's a bit slow. It doesn't flow as well as retail. Because there's big gaps in between doing stuff. Whereas in retail, obviously, I can fly from one zone to the next within seconds, or queue for a dungeon, boom, I'm there. Whereas this, say when we go north, near where that tormented spirit is to do that quest, and then we have to walk all the way back to the town. That takes quite a while. So it doesn't feel like you get as much done per episode, but I mean, we'll just play and see how it goes. So like I say, I'm mainly doing it just because I wanted to be in this zone. And in retail, it's not the same. Because it's got the Cataclysm zone. When you do Chromie, you can't set it to Classic Era or Vanilla. Which I wish you could. I know there's less quests in Classic compared to all the other expansions. So when you set it to Cataclysm, all the zones get more quests, but with how quick it takes to level in retail, that wouldn't really matter that there's less quests, because you get more XP for them anyway, compared to this. I don't know what the backstory for these lot is. They've all had a couple of beers and then something's gone wrong. Happens, I guess, doesn't it? If I think about all the bad things I've done, not bad, but mistakes I've made throughout my life, and drink would be the one that involved most of it. Where you wake up the next day and you think, oh no, what did I do last night? And then your mates tell you and you just sat there like, oh god. Promise yourself that you're never going out again, and then next week you do. Well, that's the case in your late teens, early 20s, not so much now. Never go out now, really. Just focus more on work and training. I can't say I focus on work. I have to go to work. Don't give it too much thought once I get home. It's normally straight home, shower, straight to the gym. And that gives us a couple of hours in the afternoon to do with what we please. Normally an hour of this, filming an episode of whatever. Read something, which at the moment it's Never Die and Mastery by Robert Greene. And then whatever else we want to do with our few hours. Like tonight, oh no, I was going to say it'd be Rings of Power, but it won't be. Because I've got my MMA 1-to-1 session at 6 till 7, and then sparring from 7 till 8. Probably get home about 9, food, and then bed. So I'll have to watch Rings of Power tomorrow. I normally have Friday off the gym, because obviously sparring on a Thursday takes it out of my body, so I have Friday to rest. So once I get back from work, I can do all my usual sort of stuff and then watch Rings of Power then before my bed. I think that'll be a good one tonight as well. I think the Orcs are invading Eregion. Well, they were firing catapults at it last episode, so you'd think they would be there. Mentioning Rings of Power will straight away get dislikes on the video on this one. If the comments on Facebook and that are to go by. What else do we need? Scavenger paws. What's that? The fire's gone out. one thing I've always thought, and I've said it before, there's certain quests which should be daily. I know you get daily quests, but say like this one we're doing here, like killing these, I think you should be able to do that every day. So once you've done it, it refreshes tomorrow. Because it's a sort of quest that can always be done again and again. Because they're always going to be a problem in this zone. So then it makes it so there's always quests available. Because it's annoying when you do a zone, you run out of quests, but you like that zone. And you're sort of looking around the map thinking, I could go there, go to Barons, come back. It's a bit annoying really. Whereas if these reset the next day, it'd be spot on. You could stay in the zone you like and you'll never run out of quests. But obviously do it for a quest which is lore appropriate. So if you have to kill like a certain person, like a named person, it wouldn't make sense to then kill him the next day, because you've already killed him yesterday. Whereas to kill random skeletons or random scavengers, that does make sense. So I don't see a bad reason not for doing it. One more part. What's he chasing? That's rat. Come over here. Is that all then? No, one more paw. To go sell our stuff at the bag. Not sell our stuff at the bag. Sell the stuff in our bags at the vendor. There we go. Any of these? Ooh. See, equipping things like that, this is exactly why I say in retail I don't like wearing heirloom. I like it when you come across gear that's miles better than yours. Seems that is a massive part of the game. It pretty much is the game, isn't it, getting gear? Like why people do raids. I'd be interested to know how many people actually enjoy raiding compared to, is it just a means to an end? Or that dopamine fix of when the gear drops and you get it. I'm so glad I'm not at work today. It's absolutely pouring down where I am. I wouldn't fancy being at work in it, being a postman. Things I love rain when I'm not at work. I even walk into the shop, I don't mind doing stuff like that. But when you're walking around for several hours a day and your post getting soaked, you're trying to leave notes for people and then that turns into a little bit of mush so you can't fill it in. Especially doing things like this, playing WoW in this zone, and you can hear it outside, it's therapeutic. I've always wondered if liking the sound of it is sort of a survival thing from say thousands of years ago. Because you can hear rain, your body knows it's near water, and obviously you need water for survival. So I wonder if that's why people like it. Because I'm not the only one who likes it. Those always remind me about head skeletons. Oh, what is it? Jason and the Argonauts. Like films that used to be on like Channel 4, Channel 5 years ago. Back when there was only 5 channels. Well, in the UK anyway. God knows what people would think of that film now. Right, what we have to scavenger goods. Don't even know why I said that. I know these quests off the back of my hand. Actually, better, because if you showed me a picture of a lot of different backs of hands, I don't think I'd know which one was mine. Whereas I know all these. One thing I'd do if I did classic areas, I think it's just add more quests to the zones as well. As well as the idea that I said about the dailies. More flight paths would be good. Or more spirit healers. When you die, you don't res miles away. Oh, it's a nuisance that was. Not so bad on PvE servers, because you don't tend to die that much. But PvP servers, it just completely puts me off being on one. So if I was recording this now, and we were on a PvP server, imagine if we were in Hillsborough Foothills. Right, you're just going to get ganked by some level 60 rogue who hangs around at that little farm. So then it just makes recording it pointless then. I wouldn't be able to record it or stream. So when they do bring out a Classic Plus, I'll be going PvE server. Because obviously my plans will be to make more of these. And even if I wasn't, just... Once, like I said, what my routine is, once I finish work, gym, etc., I don't want to be spending all my time running back from the graveyard to res again. It's alright when you're a kid. Time almost feels infinite. There isn't a lot of well, I suppose there's not stuff you have to do, is there, apart from work, but there are things that sort of you should be doing as an adult, should we say. It's alright for all the streamers. Doesn't seem like most of them have full-time jobs. Don't know how they manage to do it. Surely they can't make enough money by doing this. Well, Honey's in first, actually. Oh, will it for a second? Cannibalise. Oh, I love cannibalise. Which one sells the most? That one, right? We'll need to get leatherwork and skinning early doors as soon as we get to the Brill. Oh no, I think... Is there not a person outside on the right? I know you can't see my cursor, but say on the left of that shade guy. I'm sure there is. Let's put him on and see. Yeah, leatherwork and skinning, I knew there was. Go and get backstab. Pickpocket. Bothered by that really at the moment. Gotta be careful with our money. Won't be eating that. Let's have a look up here. Prawn posture. So we accept it? Yeah, go on then. Oh, there's a different tab now, isn't there? I like the old one. Where is it? It's not that. We stand as one in poor posture. We trust. Please read good rolls. 752 people in this. 29 online. Sexism or discriminatory behaviour will not be tolerated and you'll be removed from the guilds. Only speak English. That's all I can speak. Stream plugging is permitted to members and above. We tried to allow it. What's that? Everyone to do it. Here's ask for any promotions. I'm not going to try and promote myself. If you want to watch, watch. If you don't, don't. Simple as that. Died at level 19 because we wanted to see an island in Silverpine Forest. Silverpine, another goated zone. that definitely needs more quests. I don't see how it's fair that the Baron gets loads and Silverpine Forest gets hardly any. So you have to balance between. I remember when I first played this, I'd only be able to get to like level 20 because I didn't have a clue about the game. I was only, what, 14. So obviously I'd level here and then I'd go to Silverpine Forest, but then I didn't really know about the Zeppelin, so obviously I'd go into Hillpad Foothills, get killed, or just like wander around and get killed. Then I'd make a knock, so eventually I realised there was a Zeppelin. Where did you start? So now I had to slowly find out about other zones by creating new characters. But I didn't have quest helper or any add-ons or anything, so I just have to read the quests. It took me ages to level up. And then eventually one day I found out about Thoughtbot. So I'd copy and paste the quest name into there, and then that would give you a description and a little map of where to go. So I'd have to throw a tab up, have a look where that was, then go back to WoW into the next quest. What's that? A Soul of Iron buff. I died on my 32 yesterday. Didn't know what flagged means. One noob hard rogue killed him while I was AFK. Then my first time died at 11. Can't remember what the highest I've had. I created one ages ago, but it wasn't on the hardcore server. It was just when everyone was doing the add-on. I got a rogue up to 30 odd, and I did it with a warrior as well. Got that to 30 odd. And I just stopped playing. Can't remember the specific reason. I can't remember if I went back to whatever version of the game I was playing, Wrath, maybe. And then just couldn't get back into the feel of it. It's like when I used to play Football Manager 2007. I used to have to play it all the time, otherwise I'd lose the feel of the game, and then I'd have to just start a new game. So I'd know my squad inside and out and think, right, if I've got a League Cup game, this youngster will be playing, that sub player, he'll be playing, starting in this game, and know who's in the reserves, who's out on loan, like which ones have got potential to be good players, and like just know the whole squad like that. If you've got to play it all the time, you sort of forget. I haven't played one of the new ones for years. There's just too much in depth now. Like you could be playing for like an hour or two and you haven't even played that many games because there's just so much to do. I found Football in 2007 had like the right balance between it. Or you could just say that I'm a dinosaur and I just can't move with the times. I mean, I'm playing WoW Classic and going on about FM 2007. Why do you play retail though? That's new. Don't know what are the new games that I've played. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Enjoyed that. But even then the only reason I played that is because it's a remake of the OG 7. Can't play Rebirth because I don't own a PS5. Other than that, new games. Going back a bit, it'd be like Shadow of War, like Lord of the Rings. That was a good game. I think is it Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor, the two versions of it. If they made another one of those, I'd definitely play that. The other games that they've made have been dreadful. Like Gollum game. And didn't they do like a Minds of Moria one? That looked poor. And then they've got another one coming out, which is set in the Shire. I don't even know how you describe that type of game. Crap comes to mind, but that's not a genre of gaming. Like, YouTube it and have a look. For me, it doesn't look entertaining at all. Like, they know what works. Just do that. Don't need to try and reinvent the wheel all the time. Just perfect what's good. It's worked in the past. Like the ones for PS2, Two Towers and Return of the King. The amount of times I've seen people say that he should be remade. A lot harder than you think though. I went back and played Return of the King a couple of years ago because I've got a PS2 down there. It's miles harder than I thought. Was that one of the first missions where you have to get out of that cave? You know, on the third film where Aragorn, Legolas and Gimli go to try and get the ghosts to fight for him. You get there and then all the rocks are falling down. That was a bit of a nuisance. Just reminds me of being a kid and you do 2-player on it. I think I always used to be Legolas. I think I tried Aragorn because he used to be my favourite, but then Legolas was quicker for attacking. So I always picked him. Alright, so we're level 5 after 32 minutes. I think in retail, if I remember correctly, it takes about 15 minutes to do all the quests in the starter zone and get to level 10. I think. I'm sure that's what I said last playthrough. Elwyn Forest is a beautiful zone as well. Different sort of vibe, but I love them both, this and Elwyn. And the dwarf one's good. Ironforge is an unreal city. That reminds me of the Mines of Moria. Inventory's full, damn. Right, back we go. This is what I mean, like comparing it to retail, having to do stuff like this. Like run back, sell. I don't know whether that would put people off. It's not so bad when you're doing it and you're not recording, because I always have a little video on my second monitor now, which I've only recently bought. It was meant to be bought for the intention for streaming, so then I could see chat, but I haven't streamed for ages. It's just the time. Yeah, I feel like you'd have to do streaming for hours, and I just can't commit myself to that in one go. I just get uncomfortable sat down for hours on end. I don't want to do something unless I can do it well. Unless people are watching this thinking, well, you're not doing this well. So either do it well or enjoy it, or ideally both, we'll say. Because like I've said in the past, I'm not the best WoW player at all. I mean, I don't even keybind, but I enjoy playing, so that ticks that box. In retail, there's a little battle going on here. I think these have all turned undead. So you have us, the Forsaken, attacking them that have become the Scourge, I think. The last last undead we made will have been our female undead monk. Oh, that's another thing actually. In Classic Plus, improve the drop rate. Just of things that are blatantly obvious. So when you kill raptors and you have to raptor heads and it doesn't drop one. It's like, come on, that's clearly got a head. Other things it wouldn't matter too much. Say if you have to battle plans or something like that, then you've got to kill several of them. That makes sense because they might not all have it on them. I need to get some more throwing knives. Our brave brother Stabinger the Rogue has died at level 8 in Terrifying Glades. Wonder how he died. I'm going to keep doing that for guild, keep pressing 0. Long live Stabinger. Well, not long live, is it? Where does it say again? There we go, 28 online of this guild. I was surprised by how many people are actually on this server, online now. More than 50 people from 1 to 10. Pretty good going. Because a lot of people will be put off waiting for November. Even if they're not involved with all the streamers who were planning to do it. A lot seem to follow what they do. Always in life do what you want to do. Don't concern yourself too much with what others are up to. Done. Nice. That's everything. Stabinger has left the guild. Let's have a look. What's the most common? Can we sort of filter that? Won't let me do it. Roster, there we go. 2 mages, 2 shamans, 2 priests, 6 rogues, 6 hunters, 6 warriors. So there's not one that's predominantly more than the other. No warlocks. Quite like a warlock. My favourite caster to level. Ah, one more, this one. Right. Need to equip that, don't we? We can't use an offhand, so... Is it level 20 we've got to wait till? Or is it 10? Joel 10, right. I'll leave that weapon there then. Just in case we don't come across any others. Where's the general one? Pickpocket, I'm not spending money on that. There we go. So with knives. Quick those bad boys. One thing you might notice on this, about to stream Strat Undead, is that when I log out, say if I log out here, when the next video appears, I'll obviously be at the inn. So I'm not going to walk it all the way back to the inn just to log out. But it's not like before where you could think, oh, he's been cheating, he could have died, because it's a hardcore server. So at least you'll know if the video appears he's still alive. How often I'll do it? Who knows? They always say that you should have a certain schedule for making content. Be that, say, every Friday at a certain time, or say do like warrior video on a Monday, and then the shaman on a Thursday, but I just do what I want when I want. If I feel like playing shaman, that's what I do. I don't want anything to feel forced. Come here. Damn. Uh-oh. Run. Not taking that much off, is he? It's an odd first name he's got that. I want him to come over here. Right. Cast that and then move a little bit further. Has he moved? Yeah, good. I haven't got a kicker. That reset him from there. Right. Oh, fuck the hell. Stay there. Come, come. Don't run back. Alright, let's get him. Peekaboo. See, things like that tree are useful for the warlock, where you cast a little curse on him and then just kite him around the trees. Elwyn Forest is good for that. You know, when you've got to kill Princess because he's in the field, where you just dot him up, hop over the fence, keep hopping back and forth. That little space you see on the left of the map, that should be made into like a raid or something. It'd be good for new players as well. So if you come out of Death Knell, turn left, past that farm, there's like a wall there, guarded by elites. And if that was like an open raid, sort of like Mount Hydro, but not deemed as being rubbish. Because I don't think many people like that raid. I think it was just because of like, it was just wave after wave of enemy. It was repetitive and boring. Apparently. I don't know, I didn't do it. I've done pretty much every single raid, but not actually raiding it. More me going through it later down the line, soloing it. So it's not really a fair reflection, because obviously the time spent doing it is completely different when you're just soloing content. Aesthetically, it's a good looking raid. It looks nice. Don't know if there's many raids which people disliked over the years. It's more the systems that come into play which people moan about. And obviously the storyline later down the line with Shadowlands. Calvin Monotone. Don't you fight him? Thought you wanted to have a fight. Level 55s. Fields of Grief. Is that the lowest one? No, collects that one. Right, so we won't go there first, because I was going to go left to there. at least we don't have to go into the Undercity to get our professions. We can just get it from there. That's a bit of a nuisance if you want to start engineering. No, he's not there, is he? Enchanting, what have you. One of the important things as well when you met on a fresh server in the classic era was creating 2 characters to start with. One you made like this, and then creating a bank character. Just so you could send all the, obviously the stuff you wanted to sell to. I made quite a few in 2019 second time round. I had one which I sent stuff to sell, and then I had another character just for mats. I sent like all my leatherworking stuff and things like that to her. Just because obviously you were limited on space until I bought more bags. What have we got in there? Medivh. I wonder how we thought of that name. See how many people are in this town then. Good old Brill. Seen Gordo yet, have we? He sometimes runs off though to kill random mobs. I wonder if he's done that, that's why I haven't seen him. Because he should have been patrolling this path. Oh well. Gather up all these quests, won't we? I don't know whether they have the ability to do it now. I'm sure they would. It said like on Final Fantasy VII, the remake, if you go past like a little group of people, you can overhear them talking and discussing different things. That would be quite good if they added that to this. So those two could be next to each other discussing different things. It adds a bit more life to the game. Makes it feel like more of an immersive world, doesn't it? So that's what they need to do, make it more of a world that you want to be immersed in and just want to spend time in the actual world. Not just about getting things done in the world, just enjoying being there. Right. We've got everything set up now. Set our inn here, we forgot on the Sherman earlier. Gouge, I need that. How much silver we got? 4, that's not bad. That change automatically, yeah. Right, we'll leave that there for now. And we'll get back to this just whenever, I guess. Just depends how I feel. You know what I'm like when it comes to leveling in this zone. I can't help myself, so we shall see.